Hi everyone, welcome to Elite Dangerous, patch 2.3, The Commanders. So this patch added a lot of cool new things to the game, with the headline features being multicrew, the character creator, and the vanity camera. And there's also a bunch of additional features that I will try to show off in this video, with the first one being the new type of space station, Asteroid bases. So I'm in an asteroid base right now. You can see it's just a space station carved into the innards of a massive asteroid, which is pretty badass. Still heavily under construction. You can even go poke around in the back here, fly around with the construction. Probably not a good idea considering I'm in a shieldless Diamondback Scout. I just actually clipped the edge of the asteroid there. So I'm going to get out of here and take a look at the outside. So it puts you out right in the middle of an asteroid belt. Beautiful big gas giant. And there we have our little potato asteroid base, Witchhead Science Center. So I'm in the Witchhead Nebula right now, and it's places like that where you're usually going to find these asteroid bases. So they added a handful of them throughout the galaxy. A couple are in the bubble, but a lot of them are out in the black, in deep space, as little remote outposts like this. It's pretty cool. Like, if you're a miner and you can find an asteroid base that is located in a pristine metallic ring, then you're set, and you've got like your home base. Or if you're a bounty hunter and you find one in a resource extraction site, that'd be pretty badass also. So I do really like the asteroid bases. And now I'm going to check out another feature, which is the camera. A really cool thing about the new camera system is that you can pilot your ship while you are using the camera. Something I know people have wanted to do for a long time, and now I can go around and I can look at different views. So I can look under my ship at the thrusters, see that boost. It's beautiful. And it works perfectly with VR, so you can look all around. Here's my character that I created with the character creator. He's old, and he's wearing a cool Bumble suit. You can even fly from this view, or from back here if you want to enjoy the whole canopy. I used to have to do all sorts of reset HMD orientation shenanigans to get a view like this, but now you can access it from the in-game camera, which is really cool. And there's actually a lot more features. You can go into free camera mode, which lets you move the camera around, kind of like you used to be able to with the old camera. And let's see, let me get a good shot here. Get up behind my ship. And now you can do things like turn on the stabilizers, and now I can move my ship without the camera moving around, which is really cool. I can see all the different parts of my ship. There's like the little, what's it called? The SRV bay down on the bottom. And now, when you really want to have fun, you can just completely detach the camera from your ship. So this thing goes pretty fast. Watch this. Out of there! It's so cool. It's like you're turning your ship into a little remote control spaceship. Although, when you're in VR, it gets kind of hard to make out the orientation of your ship when it's super far away. That's one of the disadvantages of VR, is the ability to discern small objects at long distances. But overall, the camera system is really cool. I'm really glad they added it. I really suck at using it right now, but I'm going to try to get better so I can use it to make some cool Elite Dangerous videos, and I will try to use it throughout this video as I show off some more of the cool features in this patch. That being said, let's check out another feature. So this is a Megaship. They added a bunch of Megaships around the galaxy. And basically, Megaships are these massive NPC-piloted ships that serve various functions and can jump between systems. So you've got mining Megaships, you've got exploration megaships, science megaships, tourism megaships, prisoner transport, dredgers. This one in particular, located in the Alberon system, is called Fisher's Rest in dedication to the late, great Carrie Fisher, RIP. And this one is a flight operations megaship, which means it's like a mobile starport that you can dock at and you can use starport services. But before I do that, let's take my little eagle through these spinning rings of death here. And I gotta say, it is really cool to fly around in third person in VR. I was kind of expecting I would just stick in the cockpit, because it feels more immersive like that, but I mean, how can you argue with this view? Yeah, megaships are really cool. So I'm gonna go dock at this one. Maybe I can even dock in third person. Have not tried it yet, but there's a first time for everything. Where's my landing pad? Landing pad 5. It's around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright, I have a plan here. I want to get above the pad, and then I want to switch my camera angle. So we can see the landing gear come out. Yeah. Okay. Now bring her down, nice and slow. Oh. That's no good. There we go. Boom. That was really cool, actually, and it works surprisingly well. Looks like I have to go back in to actually use the starport services, though. But here we are at Fisher's Rest, Flight Operations Megaship. That's cool. It has all the starport services you expect, except for a shipyard, so it even has outfitting, missions, and all that. But let's not spend too much time poking around the menus because we have more megaships to check out. So this is the Herculean-class bulk cargo transport megaship, which basically just consists of a bunch of those massive cargo pods strapped together and attached to a couple huge engines so it can fly through space and deliver all this cargo. Now, it doesn't have any landing pads, so you can't land at it like with the flight operations megaships. But what you can do is actually fly through this little tunnel in the center, which I love doing. Okay, you gotta get past this little pole here, and then there's all sorts of stuff here. Go, 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 I made it! Yay! And there's the little pointy tips of all the cargo pods. In addition to that, it also has materials spread around it occasionally. There's not actually any around here right now, probably because I collected them all. So you can fly around here and pick up some rare materials. I picked up a chemical manipulator when I first flew in here, and some high-density composites, which are actually pretty good drops. But other than that, there's not really anything to do with this. What Frontier said about the megaships is that they're introducing them as kind of like the base mechanic, but they're actually going to add a lot of gameplay around these megaships in the upcoming patches. So that will be interesting to see. Also, I should mention one thing that I keep forgetting to mention, which is what VR-specific improvements came with this patch. There was a couple graphical improvements. They were just kind of behind-the-scenes type of stuff, so nothing too major, and nothing that you need to tweak yourself, so you should just see a little bit of performance or graphics increase in VR. And the other kind of big VR thing, can I make it in here? is, I'm scared, you can use the Oculus Touch controllers. Not the motion controls, but you can bind the buttons on the controllers to the functions in Elite Dangerous. So, if you want to use your touch controllers to play this game, you can definitely do that. Or if you just need a couple extra key bindings on your HOTAS, you can use the touch controllers. Or you can use the touch controllers for some of the less used actions in the game and just keep them nearby. Anyways, let's check out another Megaship. Here I am, just relaxing on a beautiful asteroid. Except this asteroid's not just an asteroid, it's also a Megaship. So this is a collision-class asteroid Megaship. Now, I'm not sure what the purpose is of attaching a massive asteroid to a ship, but based off the name, Collision Asteroid Ship, I would say it's probably a giant asteroid potato battering ram. And I hope to one day see it in action, because it doesn't look like it's moving right now. But I'm going to go up and get a closer look. Yep, engines aren't firing. And this one does have a bunch of materials around, like some of the other ones. High-density composites, mechanical equipment, etc. Nothing too useful for me, but well, it is a lot of useful engineering material. Another little rotating biodome structure. It's very similar to the bottom structure of the of the flight operations Megaship. Oh yeah, I'm really glad I took out the little interceptor. I don't know what else would fit in there. Oh, and now we have arrived at the asteroid itself. Alright. This is a really cool Megaship. I still don't quite understand why? Why attach a massive asteroid to a ship? I thought it was going to be an asteroid mining ship. And maybe it still is. But I guess we'll see once Frontier adds more gameplay to these things. And the last Megaship I'm going to show in this video is my personal favorite. The most fearsome cutter in the galaxy, Battlestar Bumble. So that is one of the other features that they added with this patch. You can name your ships now, and then you can buy a nameplate from the Frontier store to paste it on to the side of your ship. Now, I've taken my cutter to a Hazres asteroid ring, which, by the way, happens to have a asteroid base in it, and I will put links to all of the systems with bases and megaships that I went to in this video in the description, so check that out. But let me just flip back to my ship, because I want to try out multicrew. So, switch to mothership.
Telepresence transfer successful. I have the ship.
Alright, so with multicrew, you can get up to 2 people in your ship, manning that seat and that seat back there with their little Holo-me avatars. Oh, by the way, one little VR thing that I should mention here. You still have no head on your Holo-me when you look around in VR. Okay, so anyways, you can get 2 crew members, a gunner and a person flying a ship launch fighter, or they can just control the camera. They can just sit in here and control the camera. The gunner can shoot your turrets or your guided missiles. They can lock on missiles in 360-degree arcs, so they can shoot missiles while you're running away from people, which is pretty cool. And they can control your countermeasures, like your electronic countermeasure your chaff and heat sinks and shield cell banks, which is actually kind of scary in some ways, giving some random person control of that, because the other thing about it is it's just drop and join, or just you can drop in anywhere. So I can be thousands of light years out in the black and I can open my ship for multicrew, and then people can just pop in and start checking out whatever I'm seeing, flying my little ship launch fighter. So it's pretty cool that they added a system like that, and then you can just pop out and go back to wherever you were. Okay, so I am going to use the multicrew menu to look for another ship, and I guess I found one. Ooh, it's a Corvette. I've actually never been in a Corvette. Pretty exciting. So there are my crewmates. I'm going to take the gunner position so I can show that off, but can't use it in FSD. So let's go to the camera. Oh, look at this Corvette. Now these guys were created with the Holo-me creator, which I'll show off after this. Creates realistic looking characters. It's actually a really cool system. Okay, let me check my fire groups. Oh, I thought I was the gunner. I am the gunner, okay. So as the gunner, you can enter this third-person gunner mode, and you have this reticle. Put it over a ship, hold down the fire button, and you fire all the turrets on your ship. Okay, wait, are we on this guy's team? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we're not on this guy's team, yeah. Okay. So, we're in a conflict zone. Now, as a crew member, you get 1 pip to assign to the ship, which means a fully multi-crewed ship gets 2 extra pips. Mine's put into weapons. Looks like I'm just going to keep it there. But yeah, this third-person camera is really cool because it stays steady no matter what the orientation of the ship is, so the pilot can do his own thing, and it's pretty easy to stay on target. And you've got your little information here. Alright, it's a pretty long range for a turret to hit. This looks better. Oh. Huh. There we go. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, gunner mode is actually really simple. Beautiful. Yeah, it's been really simple so far. I was kind of expecting it to be really complicated and I'd have to go and rebind the keys a ton, but no. Very easy to pick up. So I think really in the end, where multi-crew really shines is like helping out new players and showing them what some of the high-end ships can do, and also just for like playing with your friends, being able to immediately warp across the galaxy into your friend's ship and see what they're doing is another awesome feature. It's not necessarily going to make your ship super powerful. If you had just a wing of 3 people with moderately powerful ships, it'd probably be more powerful, but it is a really fun feature, and I really like this third-person camera implementation. Let's see. Fuck off, little ship launch fighter. Here we go. Got a vulture. It's such a cool cinematic view. You can see the awesome Corvette flying around, shooting its guns. Now, you also get access to the ship's countermeasures. I'm not going to be using those because usually the pilots just want to handle that. I wouldn't like it if some random gunner was using my shield cell banks, but if you actually get an experienced gunner who can properly use your countermeasures, that seems like it could be really, really fun. Get this eagle. I'll keep untargeting it. There we go. Yeah. Eagles versus turrets. Not good times. He's trying his hardest to get away though, but let me tell you, this reticle is much easier to aim than like fixed weapons or anything like that. That was actually insanely easy. Now, something about the gunner roll that I learned today is that you still have jitter with your weapons, at least with burst lasers. You can't do like a rapid fire inertial impact burst laser turret setup and expect no jitter, which I was expecting because that's what one of the developers said in like some interviews, that you don't have jitter, but you still have that in case anyone was wondering. Obviously, with certain weapons, you don't, like these beam lasers. I'm pretty much spot on as long as the laser is on there. So, looks like it probably eliminates the base jitter from being a turret, but not any additional jitter from mods. It's such a cool view, and it feels fine in VR because you can freely move your head around. Oh. I got distracted scratching. Oh, also, the turrets go through chaff when you're using them like this. It's weird having a multi-cannon and laser. But it's working. This dude needs to die already. There we go. Alright. And then I'm getting combat bonds. And then the other great thing about multicrew is that you're not putting anything on the table. Like, if you die, I don't think you get any penalty as a crew member. So you get bonds. Obviously, well, not obviously, they changed it so it's based on your rank in combat, so you can't just join as a harmless noob and get elite level bounties, or even just like really good bounties for killing anacondas and stuff. You're gonna get little combat bonds that won't give you that many credits, but it'll be scaled to your level. Okay. But it is basically a risk-free way of making credits and piggybacking off of someone else's hard work that they put into their awesome ship. Which I think is cool, because I think these people like to show off their awesome ships. I mean, this guy's ship is freaking badass. I'm having a good time with these mixed beam and kinetic lasers, or turrets. That's right. Alright. Also works pretty well with the HOTAS once you've got the key binding set up. I was worried that some people said, oh, it was designed for a mouse and keyboard, and it was hard to do with the HOTAS, but it's been pretty easy so far. Alright, we're just destroying. So I think that is enough of the gunner roll. Why don't I hop into another roll? The only other roll, which is the fighter. Alright. So this guy has the Condor. Okay. Now, beam lasers, and it looks like gimbal beam laser condor. Pretty cool. This guy's all Federation. The ship launch fighters are really cool in third-person mode. But I should probably stick to this. Nice work, team. Here we go. Oh, this is another Condor. Condor v. Condor. Boom! Oh, this guy has shield healing beams. Cool. Okay. Oh god. Too close for comfort there. Let my weapons regen a little bit here. Oh! That's not good. Oh, now I have to wait. Well, the other thing you can do is you can just sit here and you can use the camera. Let's go into free cam. Oh yeah, this is actually really cool. Ooh, we got a Corvette up over there. A little Corvette versus Corvette fight. Ooh, we're about to see the docking in process. Maybe. I don't see the ship launch fighter anywhere. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Corvette. Go get him. The new camera is so cool. And multi-crew is so cool. God damn. That guy's a badass ship. Yeah. Turrets, get him. I can actually make out what's happening at this distance, which is nice. Especially with the big-ass Corvette. Haha, here we go. That is very, very cool. Okay. I am going to hop out of multi-crew now. So when you leave, you get this little like multi-crew scorecard, session report. It says like what you spent your time on, how many kills you got with the gunner or the fighter, and then it shows you how many combat bonds you claimed. So I only made 156,000 credits from that, which isn't too great, but it's something. And I got a little combat experience, and most importantly, it was fun. And it looked pretty freaking awesome. Let's check out 3 other features really quick. So first of all, the space bar. So this is one of the new installations that was added. It's actually called the civilian installation. Now the installations are something they started adding in the last patch with the military installation and a couple others. They all have this kind of similar format where it's a bunch of buildings attached together into some sort of big space megastructure based around a certain theme with themed ads as well. So this one is like the civilian center for civvies to just relax, and then there's also like tourism installations, government installations, all sorts of installations, and they're just cool places to fly around for now, and they attract certain types of ships. So this one attracts mostly transport ships. And like the Megaships, Frontier says they are planning to build gameplay on top of this, so they're populating them out into the galaxy for now, and then in a future patch there's going to be a lot of gameplay surrounding this and bringing you back here to hopefully have cool fights that have you like dipping all around the badass structures, because it can definitely be fun. Now the ship that I'm dipping around in is also one of the new features. This is the Dolphin. You can tell by that distinctive boost sound. That sounds like some sort of crazy killer cyborg dolphin. So let's take a look at this thing. It is another one of these passenger ships. This is the smallest and cheapest one. So the base package of the Dolphin costs about a little over 1 million credits, and it can just be used to do passenger missions and to go exploring. All of the passenger ships, the Orca and the Beluga, were buffed with this patch. They had their hull mass reduced by a lot, so their jump range and their speed went up. The Dolphin, by the way, is also pretty fast. You can go up to 525 there with grade 5 dirty drives. And with grade 5 improved FSD, 43 light year jump range. So you can equip this thing to be a nice little zippy personal transport. And I do like the cockpit, actually. Just this huge window, no like bars or anything obstructing your view, just pure glass. Let me look at some of the camera angles too. There's my boy. Now this is a good one. Oh man, yeah. See, this would be sweet for like exploring. So cool. Let's get a good shot of the space bar and my boy here. So, this leads me to the next feature, which is the Holo-me character creator. So let's check that out. You can pop into it at any time, and you can just change your character's appearance whenever you want. There's no restrictions on that. So, it's just a character creator that has everything you would expect from a modern character creator, and it creates pretty realistic looking characters. Like, you can try to make them look ridiculous, and they'll just end up looking like ugly, but not like unnatural. Let's do some randomization here. Oh yeah, that is a good look for my boy. I can roll with that. Randomize the eyes. I like that they give you just these mass randomization options. Randomize everything about the head. But you see, I'm not getting anything that's like crazy. Like, this is a very skinny face, but it doesn't look super unnatural. And you can do like war paint and tattoos if you want to be a crazy raider. You can wear makeup. I mean, I'm starting to look kind of weird now. Put on some blush, some eyeshadow. You're a male. Let's look at like so for every category you can go through various presets: soft cheeks, gaunt cheeks, narrow, weak, underbite, or you can actually go in and adjust the individual sliders. So it does have like a ton of customization, so you can really get the character looking exactly how you want it. Like if this is what you're looking for, you know, I think with better hair, this guy could actually look pretty menacing. So, the ponytail, no. That, no. There. Now he looks like a badass army, like, surgeon guy. But I think I'm gonna stick with my frail old man. It's just like a grizzled old spacer. Like a frail and weak from being in low gravity all the time. I'm just kidding. Anyways, that has been the 2.3 update. I obviously didn't cover everything that they added. I definitely didn't even cover close to all of the Megaships, for example. There's a ton of them that I don't think have even been discovered yet, and there's a ton that are just way out deep in space, like the Carl Sagan tourist ship that's like 5,000 light years away. And then same with the installations. There's a bunch of other different types of installations. But yeah, overall this patch seems really cool. I want to play around a lot more with multicrew and with the camera, and I want to make some more Elite Dangerous videos, so keep your eyes out for that. And check out my channel if you want to see more virtual reality gameplay content. And have a great day, and goodbye. Now, these are holographic billboards, and if you go in close, you can see they actually are holographic, which is pretty cool. Just getting super close, and then thrust around. Oh god. So weird. But then you back up, and you can see the cool robot hologram.